All right.
They released me from there. And then,
All right. I'm first off, Adam Korzeniewski. I think I've met. I would be willing to I'd say probably 3/4 of the gentlemen in there in this room right now, or know them in some capacity, coached with them on some capacity, including Kevin. I will be very brief because this is your evening, and I think it's unbelievable that a team that has all these years have gone past, that you guys still get together like you do. But I'm going to mention a couple of things because I think it's worth mentioning. And I said this to Kevin earlier. That presentation that happened today, the way that Kevin tied in the current regime of kids, and even the Regis kids that at some point, who knows, will be coming probably between Danny's team and ours. It was unbelievable to tie them and have them understand that the people that they are living with right now, and they're building lifelong relationships right now with, that they can't see in front of their eyes right now, but in 40 years from now, those are going to be the guys that they're going to be sitting at this room with, just like you all are today. And Kevin, I can't thank you enough because they don't understand that now. Again. The second thing is, in 2010, I got to be his D coordinator, and we didn't start off the season very well. And what I can tell you that I appreciate about him, and I'll never, ever forget this, is on Sunday after the game, we would go run around, and he'd warm up the kids, and then on that particular Sunday morning when we were 1-3, had just been shut out by De La Salle 7-0, he put the kids up in the stands. And he talked to them, and he said, nothing beats a team. Again, nothing beats a team. And then he said, and you tell your parents that they need to shut their mouths, and they're a bunch of spoiled brats. And I said at that moment, I will lay down in traffic for this man, okay? But we went on that year, and a gentleman named Lou Battanti put on a game at Wayne State, and CC had a 20-game win streak, and had just won the state championship the year before, and there were 7,000 people at that game. It was Phil. I don't know if you remember that, Coach. It was an unbelievably gorgeous day. And I said to myself, oh my God, what am I getting myself into? And we won, and what went through my mind as we walked off that field, and I will not forget it, was I am just so happy for the Brother Rice alumni. That's what I'm not a Brother Rice alum, okay? Alumnus. But I care.
to get into that group.
Yes, sir, Kevin. Yes, sir.
You take credit to our advancement director.
Hey, and enough of this, right? All right.
Let's start with some lipstick.
Not happening. Not happening. Not happening. Listen. We'll head down to Southwest Detroit after this. All right. But so anytime we do anything, when someone says, "Hey, Coach, great job," or whatever. Guys, my first reaction is for Brother Rice. When they say congratulations on the victory, not that for Brother Rice. It's my response every time, for Brother Rice. I'm happy for Brother Rice because it's the truth. I think of people like you, some of whom I've developed phenomenal relationships with. I think of you all. And then the last thing that I was just going to say to you is, Brother Rice is a Christian community. It's a Catholic church. And it isn't without my wife's dad is a Methodist minister. Her brother is a Methodist minister. I know what being part of a Christian community is all about. And schools like this don't operate without people like you. It just doesn't happen. So thank you for all you do for this school, for these kids, for making them realize how important they are, and even last night letting them know that you still think about them when you're maybe not always front and center or present in front of them. So if there's anything I can ever do for you, or this administration, Eddie O or Tom Reedy, don't ever hesitate. I think people that know me best, like Carl or Coach, would tell you that I mean that when I say that. But to commemorate what happened in 1974 and this team and these group of guys that's in front of me, and in no uncertain terms, I've told the kids this year. Go ahead. In no uncertain. One more wine over there.
Listen to the coach.
Yeah. In no uncertain terms, I want you guys to know this. I have told these kids multiple times that when you look at the list of guys that were on that 74 team, guys, there's no debate. And I was the D coordinator with him and the 13 team that went 14-0. As much as I love those kids, there's no debate. This group of guys and that team, it's not even close. It's not even close what the best team in Brother Rice history is. In one of the best, if not the best, in the Midwest. It's not even close. So congratulations to you all. To that point, to commemorate the administration at Brother Rice and the football program, and with Ted has helped put together a little pullover for you guys that will honor everything you've done. And
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Hey guys, I've been asked to say a few words on behalf of the team. I'll start out by just saying personally, I'm privileged to be a part of this group. I'm privileged not only because of the success we had. I mean, that's an amazing thing, right? When you look back on that, how many people can say that at any point in their life they got to be part of a group that was that successful, that made it to the pinnacle, that made it to the top? I mean, that's an amazing experience, whatever else happens to us in the rest of our lives. But the real reason why I'm proud and grateful to be a part of this group is because how many years? 35 years, whatever it's been. I've lost track. 43. Whatever. 40 years?
43.
Really? You must be like 85. Oh my God! Who's got a hat?
Gentlemen,
who's got a hat?
Our valedictorian.
My specialty was calculus. No, but to this day, 25. Exactly. Yeah. What's 2 times 25? I'll give you the 5. The fact that Jim flies in from California, the fact that Matt flies in from Florida, that you drive from wherever the hell that lake was that you sent the picture on, the fact, and you show up from wherever you're from, I don't know, but the fact that everybody gathers together, I mean, that's an amazing thing. How many groups have that? That's pretty incredible. When I think back to our time in high school, I remember all of us arriving being thrilled to play for Coach Fracassa. Thrilled to play for Coach Fracassa. So when people say, oh, you were a Catholic school, you recruited kids. No. Coach Fracassa was the recruiter, just by being who he was and having the staff that he had and so forth.
Lynchy was the only one recruited in this room.
Hey, they made my price, you know.
And I think he was on an academic scholarship. I'm not sure.
It's in the motorcycle repair shop.
One last thing I'll say, I remember as a freshman coming into practice and Coach Yeager having 120 of us, 110 of us, some god-awful number of kids.
It's about 60, but...
Oh, I thought it was like 100. It's grown over the years. It's grown over the years.
It's a little numbers challenge.
Yeah. It's all with the theme, right? But I remember thinking, okay, just make it through the week, because you had to get 30 kids, 50 kids to quit, something like that, because there were no cuts as freshmen. Just make it through the week, make it through the week. So anyway, with that thought in mind, we've made it till now. I want you to raise your glasses. I'm thrilled, proud, and privileged to be a part of this team. Here, here.
Thank you, Tommy. Good job, Tommy boy. Nice job.
And that sweater that Kevin got, that's a medium, by the way.
It'll look good on way.
All right, guys, thanks.
Before you say anything, a round of applause for this guy.
Yeah.
The old days.
Yeah, there you go. No, you'd be pulling me up on the ground. Yeah.
Don't linger on that too long.
Yeah, just a couple things.
Turn, are you?
Coach had a saying, I believe it was with the 1984 team, one of your mottos, which was, with greatness comes responsibility. And I had an opportunity to talk to you all of you that were there for the Hall of Fame induction. And at the time, I put a challenge out to you, which was pay it forward. However you can do it, pay it forward. You know, we were the ones that ostensibly have been credited with building a football dynasty at Brother Rice, but we did it on the shoulders of Kevin's brother Greg and the 1970-71 team. The 71 team was the first undefeated team at Brother Rice. And without them, and quite honestly, and we were talking about this earlier, without some of the stumbles that we had along the way to get to 1974, we wouldn't have been able to achieve what we did achieve. And we were talking about you learn more, most, if not majority of time, from mistakes and from adversity. And it's what you do to face that adversity, realize what you need to build upon and grow. And that's what we did. And the testament is the poster that the plaque that will be a permanent memento for this team. And I want to, on behalf of the team, to thank Brother Rice for everything that they did to recognize the legacies, not only from the 74 team, but going back prior to those. And Brian Dilworth, who's the Director of Advancement, excuse me, has something to let you know about the plaque and how you can personalize it yourself.
Thank you.
Before I say something, sir, can I correct the record here? Shrine beat us in the last game. Remember that? And they tied the first game when Greg was playing.
That's right.
Ours is the only undefeated team.
That's
Very good job.
Thank you for that. That was my brother, goddamn it. You can't get up from that.
Yeah, sibling rivalry was never a big deal at Rice.
That's right. We're processing.
No, you're good. As Ted mentioned, Director of Advancement. Typically, my job is to ask for money, but it's more important to thank people and to inform. And the fun part is informing tonight. You're setting a new standard for how we operate at Brother Rice. The pullovers that you'll receive tonight are exclusive. The only people who can receive those pullovers, the only ones who can buy them, the only ones who can obtain them are the ones who receive Hall of Fame status. And you're the first people to receive those. So congratulations and thank you because of your extraordinary level of accomplishment for putting us in the position to start this tradition. You're the first ones. The other thing, please. The other thing is that the plaque that's behind you, and I want to make very clear that what you're looking at is an unbelievable effort of time and passion by Ted. He worked tirelessly in making that become a reality and working with our office to select just the right pictures and the right words. And it's been a joy to work with him, to learn more about your team and to learn more about your accomplishments to make this night a reality. So one more time, thanks, Ted. Ted.
Teddy Bob, yeah. That's right.
I like that.
Thanks, Ted. St. Pete's. Teddy. St. Pete's. You come on. But Ted, you're on your own with that. Just so you know, the rest of the night you're in charge of college.
Hey, you know what, Mike, So we gotta keep it.
I heard that.
Two more things, and then I'll let you begin your evening. Again, the plaque. We are going to have each of you sent the digital file of that plaque. So whether you want to do something with it on your own, or at least be able to show it to your family and friends, you should receive that in the next couple days. And the final thing I want to say is something that's a little personal. I'm an '83 alum, and right now we stand around the room and we talk and we're peers. But when you were playing, and I was 9 years younger in some cases, or around that age, you were heroes. I don't think maybe a lot of you remember that, but the kids who were sitting in the stands that were desperate to be able to stand on the sidelines if we had that privilege, the idea of maybe one day having the opportunity to play on that field and to play for Coach, we idolized you. And what I've realized more in the job that I have now is that you're still heroes. It didn't end when you graduated from Brother Rice. You are the epitome of what we want all of our seniors to know that it's possible to accomplish. And more than anything else, what we would hope moving forward is that when our kids graduate and they have the opportunity to move in professions, we're going to work tirelessly to connect them with you, so that they have opportunities to live the same type of success that not only did you have as the best team and the greatest team of all time, but in my eyes, you're still heroes, and in my eyes, you're still what they want to accomplish. You are the epitome of what Brother Rice is. Thank you for that. Thank you for still being heroes, and thank you for reminding us tonight of what Brother Rice is.
Thank you.